I love this podcast, and I just some things though really piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
Number one,
Yeah.
just seen a thing on socials that you had to address.
Yeah.
Tap the blue button if you think Dean Cox is the best coach of West Coast. That was 2 hours ago. Anyway, number two, and I told you I'm going to start this.
Yes.
It pisses me off, and at the same time makes me very fucking proud.
Yes.
Just saw Hammer without his top on.
Oh my!
I tell you, bloody what, he's looking good, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
jealous.
Feeling
I'm very
it.
jealous.
Feeling real good.
Mate, like you were right in front of me. Like I was just, I minded my own business clearly. And I just look up, and my reaction was, "Holy
Yeah.
fuck!"
Yeah.
Jeez, it made me feel good. It made me have an extra pep in the
You
step.
should
walking
feel
in.
good, mate. You
got
look
the
$1
V.
million.
You got the V going from what are they called? The up here's?
Yeah, the lats.
The
My
lats.
nipples.
Oh my gosh, going all the way down.
Yeah, nipple V's.
Tell you what.
Yeah, I've been on the hard shreds.
Wow.
What are you doing like workout wise? Are you like going to the gym? Are you?
I've
lifting?
been gymming and training as per normal, but I've just been eating not a lot. Like I've
Wow.
been going
Shred.
I've been eating meat and eggs.
Shred for the JF.
Meat and eggs.
carnivore diet.
Pretty much the carnivore diet, yeah. I hope Jared's not listening because he doesn't recommend that, but fuck it, it's worked. I've lost about 6.5 kilos in the last 2.5 weeks. So,
Can we stay with that? I feel like it's a big week for you, mate.
massive.
And also just for some comparison, I walked in with my shirt off
Wasn't
because I
the
wanted
same
to
reaction.
change. Not the same reaction.
What did Jaiden say?
Jaiden was just like, "Oh, Dad, what's with the back hair?"
Yeah,
No,
sort of.
he actually said, "What the fuck's,
wrong with the
your
back
back
hair?"
hair?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
The silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
Dan
Being
Const.
European has its perks, but also has some negatives.
What are
Hey,
one of the perks?
Hey,
It's great taste.
we are powered by
cheese.
Paywise, powered by Hammer, powered by Paywise.
Yep.
Do you have new T-shirts for us?
Yeah, I do. They're over there.
I was going to wear it. I'll wear it Friday.
Yeah, we're at Friday.
Not new branding?
New branding. Just
is
a
that what you've been doing over there?
a nice soft blue.
So you're the graphic designer.
No, that's not me.
Is it the Loosh Blue?
It's not the Loosh. It sort of is almost the Loosh blue.
Oh, Lush Blue.
Is that a super comment I can see here? Is that what you've put there, Jaiden?
Oh, an early super comment. That'd
Is
be
it a
huge.
super comment?
Okay,
Okay.
regular one. That's fine.
Hello, Brendan Decker. He's a big fan of the podcast. I want to shout you out,
short
mate.
for Decker.
I received a new son on Saturday night.
Oh,
It's
congrats.
my
Oh.
bloody birthday. I mean,
Congratulations.
Well, yeah,
it is a
birthday.
birthday, technically. His very first one.
not even technically.
No, his birthday zero. Literally, yeah.
Happy birthday, Brendan Decker's son.
Yeah. Well, happy born day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a birthday.
Yeah, but you don't call it a birthday. You call it your first birthday. It's like your birthday's number one. You don't call it a birthday when you're first born, do
Your
you?
birthday
it's your
is when you're born,
birthday.
and your first birthday
Makes
is
sense.
when you're one.
Happy birthday to Declan's son. to Decker's son.
Did you have a wetting of the baby's head, Scully, when you had the boys?
Can I just follow up with the second part of Brendan's comment, which is, and he cried less than the whole AFL landscape on Saturday night.
Yeah,
Yes.
nice.
We'll get into
what was
that.
your question?
Wetting of the baby's head.
What about it?
Did you have that?
Wet it.
Oh, yeah, get pissed.
Yeah,
Yeah, fucking oath.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's one of the better.
I still continue to do that, actually.
Yeah.
Every weekend. We
Yeah.
got
Kids
baby's
are
head.
like 4 and 2, and I'm still getting wet in
6 and
heads.
3.
Yeah, I'm 6 close.
My head's permanently wet.
Yeah,
It's dripping.
dripping.
Yeah, look, let's get into this. Straight into it, fellas. And I appreciate that, Brendan. Ken Hinkley, V, Hawthorn, and Jack Ginnivan. I want to know what you boys think, because I made it abundantly clear across social media over the weekend, and it was abundantly clear to me that it's a divisive topic of conversation and behaviour for most people.
Yeah.
Yep.
I continue to think, so I thought at the time, so I tweeted as soon as it happened, watched it,
Yep.
saw what was going on, and I
Tweeted
said,
it.
doesn't get much more embarrassing than this for Ken Hinkley. That's
No,
I
yep.
think that's verbatim.
Fair enough.
And then I've copped a lot of feedback on that.
Of course you have.
spoken about it over the last 3 days. Lots of time to think about it. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's the most embarrassing thing he's done in his life. But I do think he would be embarrassed, and I do think he would regret it, and I do think it was embarrassing. I stand by all of those things.
I agree. I think as a mature coach, which he
I thought
is...
you were about to describe yourself as a
as a mature coach who's been around the block, I think it would have stung the Hawks more, the code of silence.
Thank you. This is what I've been thinking.
Like the code of silence, just to nod the head and say, well done, boys. Like, congrats. Clap Luke Bruce off. There'd be nothing worse than getting clapped off in your 300th after losing a final. Like, well done, boys. Good work. Hey, we're going to get on that flight.
Imagine the
You don't need to say it.
condescending Ken
Yeah.
Hinkley, just like no words, not even you could have a grimace, just a little tweak of the mouth, clapping.
Yeah.
Just like, you boys know what's happened here.
Yeah.
You've just shit the bed.
Yeah. But what I also think is $20,000 for that. Jack Ginnivan put on Twitter, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Where's his fucking fine? Ken Hinkley's just clapped back at him and he's copped $20,000.
Alistair Clarkson got $20,000 for calling the guy a cocksucker.
Yes.
Yeah, a bit worse than fucking having a go at Ginnivan.
I
But
think
like,
it is.
even still.
Jason McCarthy, 20 grand for chesting
bumping.
up.
But $20,000 for just... So Ginnivan has had a go at Port Adelaide, essentially. Like, incidentally,
passively.
Passively had a go at Port Adelaide.
Sure.
And Ken Hinkley has just said, hey, mate, like, you're not flying anywhere. 20 grand. What? Sorry? I'd be spewing if I was Ken.
What do you think?
You guys are so soft.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, the carry on like I love James Sicily. Don't get me started. I'm a big fan of James Sicily. I like
Thought he was going to belt Ken at one point.
Yeah,
That
I
would've
like
been
how
awesome.
he was being all up and about, but like it was so soft. It was a bit of
What was
banter.
soft? James Sicily soft.
No, Ken Hinkley. What he did was soft. He's like, he didn't say like F you guys and give him the bird or whatever. He's just like, you're not flying anywhere. You have to be able to, if you're going to talk shit, you got to cop it.
But I don't think he was talking shit. Everyone keeps telling me, well, Jack Ginnivan started it. He starts throwing money.
I
You've
didn't
got to be able
say-
to cop it back.
Talking shit, saying, I'll see you in 14 days implies we're going to beat these guys and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
It wasn't, yeah, but, yeah, okay. So
So-
a comment on a social media post is very different to being out in the middle of the ground in front of
Yeah, it's
50,000
ballsy.
people after you. So you liked it. You didn't
Yeah.
even know that it was a big deal. You loved it.
I didn't.
Dan loved Ken. Dan
I-
loves Ken.
I don't think it's I also don't think it's a big deal, and I liked it. I didn't love it. I wasn't like hell yeah, Ken, but it's also like every Hawks player, right? When they were kicking goals, they'll run to the crowd, they're doing the
Port Adelaide do it.
sellies and stuff like that.
Put Adelaide doing nothing.
No, but Hawks
All
have
business.
that bit of
People hate Hawthorn now, somehow.
Really?
Oh,
No,
yeah, I
that's
don't
stupid.
understand that at all.
That's
what
stupid.
it's just a massive. It's gone way too far of a deal than what it should have been.
$20,000 is ridiculous.
Mate,
We can all
$20,000
agree
is a
on that.
fucking stupid amount of money to be fined for having a go at someone who had a go at you incidentally first.
And all the people on Fox Footy and all these people talking about it through the week, they're all the butthurt ones are all ex-Hawthorn players. Of course, they're going to be overly pissed about it because they beat their team. If it was a player who did it, would it matter?
Would you love it
No,
as much?
if a player did, of course it wouldn't fucking matter.
Would you love it as much as you already do? Would you love it even more than you already do if Sicily kicks the goal, wins the game, and Jack Ginnivan is standing, same scenario, exactly
Yep.
the same, but the other team's won,
Ginnivan's
and
he's
Jack
flying.
Ginnivan's given the wave, like, see boys, all done. Like if he's given the, Ken Hinkley's just yapped off. What if Jack Ginnivan was yapping
Is
off?
Ginnivan returning serve or just double downing and throwing shit at him?
Jack Ginnivan's coming unprovoked, just as Ken Hinkley
Yeah.
did. Yeah, exactly.
No,
the same.
it's not unprovoked.
But Hawthorn were just walking off. And
So
Ken
what?
Hinkley, so Jordan Sweets played the fucking game of his life. We can't get
He
his
was pretty
footage up.
good. He was pretty good.
He
Wasn't he?
played outstanding. He's gone to Ken to say, mate, thanks very much for letting me be out there today. Like the most timid
Yeah.
handshake. Ken couldn't even fucking look at him to hand. He was that desperate to
Good.
spit his.
Good.
Right. So listen.
Shoot.
So listen to my
Talk your
scenario.
shit.
Listen to my
Talk your
scenario.
shit.
Jack Ginnivan, after winning, is
Yep.
talking his shit.
Yep.
Would you love that as much?
No. I
Why
wouldn't.
not?
Because if Ken through the week said, "Oh, can't wait to face Sydney in 2 weeks' time," and if Ginnivan was then like, "Hey, you're not going anywhere," then that's fair.
So the
if
issue is-
Ginnivan through the week said, "Porter, this is going to be easy. We'll see you in 2 weeks," and then double down and said, "Yeah, see you bitches," and like
Yeah,
waved
that
them
would've
off,
been- that would've
then
been a
that's you
bit
can't do
uncalled
that.
for yeah.
If there's back and forth, like
So look, can you
he-
go back to the start? Can you go back to the start?
It certainly looks like he says, "You're not flying, Jack," and then he says, "You're not flying, fuckhead." That's what I think this next bit is.
You're not flying.
Not flying, you fuckhead. I think that's what it says.
Oh, here we go. Here, Jordan Sweet. Yeah, fuck off, mate. See ya.
Sweetie.
Just fuck off for you, mate. We're gonna go with the prelim next.
Nah, it's
Ollie
fine.
Wines is looking to slap up.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. And Ginnivan's laughing. If you see Ginnivan, he's smirking, he's laughing, he doesn't care.
Yeah, I think there's nothing in that. And
I think if Ken
Shoot
Hinkley's
your shit.
I think
$20,000
$20,000
woke up in the morning and was like, "Fuck yeah, that was awesome."
Yeah. Do
No,
you think okay, if you were playing under Ken, would have
Oh,
been
you'd be
in the,
stuck.
would have you got in the rooms and
if
been
you were
like,
playing
fuck
under
yeah,
Ken, you would have been.
I hate the fuck out of that. I hate it. I hate it.
Nah.
Very, very rarely would I be shaking hands with someone after a game and going, "Good job," and then 5 minutes later, after we're standing around, go, "Hey, fucking suck on those one, boys!" Like it's just grim, yucky behaviour. It's not a big deal.
No,
it's
it's
not a
not.
$20,000 fine. No. The world's not ending. It's okay. I just thought it was fucking.
The people calling for him to like this is an embarrassment to the AFL.
Yeah,
and all that.
$20,000
Like,
is
whatever.
fucking
Just-
ridiculous.
He's just
Like it's just imagine
shit
this.
talk.
This is what I imagined it as, and this is just an analogy that's not going to land, but I'm
great.
doing it anyway.
Nah, send it.
Please.
Imagine Scully.
Continue.
You are standing, and Alex is in the room. Your wife, lovely. A random bloke and a random woman walk in, and it's all of a sudden out of nowhere a beauty pageant between the two of them. The other man looks at the other chick and says, well, it's just going to be so awesome when you win the competition. This is a sign
good,
soon
I like
delivered.
this.
You're
Yeah.
winning the competition. Congrats. Then the judges come in and give
should
it
we
to
just
Alex.
crown her now?
The judges come in and give it to Alex.
Yep.
Do you say anything to that bloke?
I'm like, well done. I love my wife.
No, whatever.
You're a piece of shit.
You'd be clapping at the other guy and be like,
so it's
"See
a
you,
beauty
buddy?"
it's a beauty contest.
Oh, and
Alex
he's
is-
saying
Alex
he's
is
hotter than
there.
my wife.
So Alex is there.
Yeah.
This bloke and a random
Sorry.
chick walks in. The chick walks up the front, and the judges aren't in yet. And that
Oh, so
this-
Alex is next.
Alex
to
is in the beauty
Yeah.
contest with this other random
Like
chick.
it.
Yeah.
And this guy walks in before the
Who's the
judges.
guy?
Random guy.
Right.
And
Is it Ken
maybe even
Hinkley?
his wife. Maybe probably that guy's wife makes more sense.
He
That
takes
guy's
wh-
husband.
And that guy's
Yes.
that chick's husband.
Yes, absolutely.
And the guy says to his wife on stage next to Alex,
And I can hear it.
you can hear it. He says, "Oh, we should just give you the crown already. This is so easy. Like this is not even a competition."
Yeah.
The judges walk in, give it to Alex. Alex wins the beauty contest.
Yeah, I'm
what are you saying to the bloke?
feeding the bloke.
Yeah,
Mate,
absolutely.
that's Ken Hinkley.
It's the same
But
thing.
am I in front of
Exactly.
50,000
Who
people?
cares? That's Ken Hinkley.
Hey.
You are Ken. Hang him. Kill him.
Can we address that? Ken
Oh,
survives
yeah,
the
Ken
news.
survives the noose, mate. Don't you worry.
Metaphorically,
There is a
metaphorically.
metaphorical noose that he's still tangled, and it's
So you can
set up.
understand it. That's what the
Oh yeah,
reaction's
mate.
over.
Of course, Ken's just survived.
His coaching life was on the
metaphorically.
line.
Ken's life, metaphorically speaking, was on the line, and he survived.
That's bloody good.
Pretty good analogy, though. I think.
think-
Perfect analogy. You nailed it.
I think
Thanks, mate.
if James Sicily had to kick that goal, which he clearly had the confidence he would, like he went
Yep.
back,
Love
as
it,
if he was
didn't it?
kicking
Yep.
and the way he reacted was like,
He did the fly thing. You know how flies rub their faces?
yeah.
You know how flies go like...
Another good analogy.
Okay, we're hot today.
We
We're
would
sizzling.
never have stopped talking about James Sicily being put forward in
Yeah.
that final. Like it
Yeah.
would have been like coaching masterclass.
Yes,
Yeah,
one
that
on
would have
one.
been right up there.
Like he had 3 shots on goal. He should have
Yeah.
kicked all of them.
Yeah, he should have.
Not should have kicked a 50-meter goal for like a minute to go, but the other one,
The
he
dribble.
kicked-
Yeah.
mate. But now what happens is after losing a final, we'll never speak that. We probably
Nah.
never speak about it again.
No,
Yeah.
We don't-
agreed.
like once
Agreed.
next year comes around, we're not probably thinking about James Sicily forward in the last quarter against Port Adelaide.
No, we're thinking about how good James Sicily is, though. Gun.
Yeah, so good.
Port Adelaide were very good.
Oh yeah, they were.
Port Adelaide were very good, and a lot better they were the week before.
Willie Rioli's pretty good at football.
Oh, he was so good.
Could be the best game I've seen him play.
Yeah.
He was...
Seriously.
Also, Horn
Yeah.
Francis.
Also,
Incredible.
Correct.
yeah, and Burgoyne too, very good.
Jace.
Jace Burgoyne. Sean Burgoyne, I think, before the game, on commentary, said, Willie Rioli tonight, watch out for him. He's a chance to kick 2 and give 4 off. Pretty sure that's exactly what he did.
Wow.
Mate, he was giving them off with his eyes
I know,
closed,
it was
looking the opposite
fucking
direction.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy stuff.
So Port
Good
Adelaide
game. Great
advances.
game.
Well
Yeah.
done. They will go and play Geelong
And get licked.
on Friday night
It's going to be a big
at
game.
the MCG.
Huge.
And you reckon they'll get wiped?
I think they're going to get. That was their grand final.
I think
mate.
they could
They're
get
done.
wiped too.
I think that's their grand
Geelong will
final.
be sitting around just going, "You're guilty." Have the best emotional.
Actually, no, they're not going to
rollercoaster.
play Geelong. They're going to play Sydney
Okay,
because they lost to Geelong in the first final. So they'll play Sydney.
that is right.
They will play Sydney and also get licked.
Okay, I think they have more chance to get licked by Geelong than they.
They would. Yeah, well, they did already.
They
Get
already
licked
got
by
licked
Geelong.
by Geelong.
They're a chance to lose pretty badly to Sydney,
Okay,
which I think is going to happen.
the other game, which I wasn't as invested in, I commentated the first one, so it was sort of a play-by-play experience. The second game, GWS v Brisbane, was also good for all the wrong fucking reasons.
Yes.
It was good because Brisbane won.
Yep. Great because Brisbane won.
I mean, the way they won.
The last quarter and a half was incredible.
GWS, it was the biggest comeback in a final since 1931, Brisbane. 1931.
Not what you want to be on the back
Almost
end.
in 100 years.
Not what you want to be on the back end of. Did you see that thing that AFL put out? Or someone put it out, and it was like time in front for both finals.
Both ones,
It was
yeah.
like
Brutal.
126 minutes of the first one and 128 minutes of the second one. They were only behind for about 11 minutes total in their first two finals, and they're out.
Let me read that out to you
that'd be
exactly.
great.
So in the Giants-Sydney game, they led for 121 minutes
That's
and
close.
4 seconds.
That's close.
And 5 minutes and 40 seconds was Sydney.
Sydney won.
Second time around, it was 129 minutes, almost 130 minutes, and 10 minutes in front to Brisbane. So Joe Danaher kicked 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. One of them was a one-on-one, a genuine one-on-one against the best one-on-one player
Defender
in the comp.
Yep.
Other than Jack Buckley.
Obviously.
So I'm not sure what Sam Taylor was doing on him. It should have been Jack Buckley.
Yeah.
Everyone was complaining about Eric Hipwood's lack of performance.
It's because he was playing on Jack.
Look at Jack Buckley.
Jack Buckley just locked him away and
he
just
did
said...
miss one from 20 out.
Yeah, because he was playing on
Yeah,
Jack. He was
and
like,
because he looks like a bug. It was just a fucking game, wasn't it?
Yep.
What do you reckon? How do you reckon they're feeling right now?
Pissed as.
Yeah, like alcoholic pissed.
Alcoholic pissed.
Yeah,
they are.
Monday.
I think they don't. No one will be thinking about the game right now. They're going to be so intoxicated, but at the same time, they'll be fucking fuming.
So
I'll ask, how did that happen? Like, because they were so dominant both games. How do you not make a change after the first thing?
You go into like defensive save the game mode, and if you don't get it right, it means that all your run goes. You're not working for little 45 kicks. You're not playing the way that's got you there in the first place because you're trying to be conservative. You're trying to defend more. You're
also thinking, hey, we've got a game next week. Let's put some blokes on ice. Let's try and no one get injured.
Right.
No one do anything silly.
It's a natural experience, and like the best, you can say, the best teams don't do it. Everyone does it, but the very best teams execute. So if you go into like kill the game mode, you need to get everything right, and they didn't. And then once the momentum's like going the way that Brisbane and Sydney did against them,
You can't stop
You
it.
like can't turn it around.
But even if you get the kill the game mode right for like 5 minutes, it just ices everything.
Yes,
You kill the clock for enough time. 5 minutes is all it takes, and it just sucks the life out of them.
both games they had opportunities to be even more in front. Sydney game especially, they missed 4 goals that would have put them well out of it, and the same with Brisbane. The interesting thing is, so I've played, like you've played in losing finals, I've played in losing finals. Like the end of season experience, they're pissed and they're getting, on the booze. But the actual feeling from like a player's point of view is quite interesting, I think. Like you do this massive preseason that starts in November. Every day, literally every day, you are like working towards like winning the cup.
Yeah.
Even like North and West Coast and stuff. You start the year going like, we want to win the cup. Now, it might not be as realistic for them.
Yeah.
But when you come towards finals and you make finals, it's win the cup, right? So you've done this big thing for 10 months and then GWS, like, fuck up 5 minutes of a game.
And then they're done.
Season done.
Yep.
And you walk into the rooms afterwards and it's the shittest feeling ever. Like that, about as flat as it get. Kingers wouldn't have sprayed him, guaranteed.
Nah,
you're not copping a spray because the year's done. And you're just like,
no point.
Oh.
No point copping a spray.
What
was it like after 15?
GF's different.
Yeah, but like
I'm just
still,
trying to think.
you guys were done early. It was like it was game over.
I remember, I hadn't thought about, we never prepare what we're going to ask each other, so
Never.
I haven't done anything about this. But my first memory is like, I came in the rooms and I saw my family and just like started bawling.
Yeah.
I was like highly emotional.
Yeah.
Never cried after a game, never cried in a game, pre, post, any time of that. And after that game, I was like sobbing. It's because we like cooked the build up to it and then like you lose and then just, it was fucked. Losing a grand final is a lot different to losing a elimination or a semi because, you're going to be finished anyway. Yeah. But like if you go into a game where the potential is
win a grand final.
Yeah. Like it's Yeah, so you've actually rattled me.
How
a bit.
how
Yeah,
quick-
sweet.
how
So we-
quickly
I
is
better
it-
not lose this weekend.
How quickly
that's
are
good.
beers brought in a losing? Because obviously they're not planning. Because in a losing grand final, there's going to be beers regardless.
It's just the shittest feeling ever. And the best advice I try to give, if anyone asks me for advice about playing in grand final, it's not about how enjoyable the day is. It's not about all the stuff that goes along with it. It's not about the attention. It's not about the fact you've made it. All of that's great and fun and awesome. It's about winning.
Yep.
And you need to prepare to win, not to play in a grand final, not to have the experience of your lifetime. And yes, we've done it. You need to prepare to win. And it's the dumbest advice ever. It's like, no shit, prepare to win the grand final. But
everyone talks about like embracing the week, all the festivities and everything, and like don't try and get overawed by it. You just win the game.
accept the week, and like you're going to have a lot of difference in schedule, and there's going to be a lot more attention. I want to talk about your preparation this week, but prepare to win. Like you're playing Peel on the weekend
to win the game.
Fucking study their midfielders, see who the best players are, talk about their strengths, how you're going to fucking beat them, how you're going to bring your strength. Like play. Don't worry about the grand finals. Like play to win, mate.
Exactly.
Talk to me about your week. Stuff me.
It's just a game.
2015 is a long way away. Hamish Brayshaw, captain of East Perth,
Co-captain.
Sorry, still the captain.
Yeah, still technically captain.
Technically captain. Co-captain of East Perth under a cloud. Haven't played for how long?
It's been about 6 weeks now.
Haven't played for 6 weeks. Didn't play in the prelim. Your team gets the job done for you.
Yep.
I know you've been doing fitness tests and you've been trying to pass tests. How are we looking? What are we thinking? Talk to the audience. It's a big week for Hamish.
Massive week. So I did a strain in my Liz Frank ligament against West Perth with 3 games to go in the season. So it's 6 weeks ago or 7 weeks-ish ago.
If
so I
you
missed.
like fully
No,
tear
I didn't.
that-
No, if you fully tear that, it's a 12-month.
Correct. That's
Surgery,
what I was
12 months done.
Did somebody recently do that? AFL?
Maybe.
They did a tear in that.
It can be common.
Yeah. Anyway, so mine was okay. There was no structural damage. The ligament was just a bit strained and inflamed and aggravated, which still takes a bit of time to settle down. So I was in a moon boot for 3 weeks, missed the last 3 rounds of the year, and then the last 2 rounds of the year with the moon boot, out of it for the last game, and just thought, I can't play this last round. Not even bother because it was the fight for top spot. Finished that, we won that, we get top. We get the week off going into finals. So I didn't miss a game that week. Trained a little bit, tried to get myself up for the first final, and it was still a little bit sore. And so the conversation with the coaches was give it rest. If we win, we'll go straight through to the grand final, and then, we'll gives you more of a chance. We won, I get another 2 weeks. I've since then been not eating fucking carbs, and I've been losing all this weight, so I'm feeling pretty good. But I've had to train fully the last 2 weeks, and I've had to tick off a couple of key markers.
So before you continue, are we keeping this a mystery, or maybe keep Peel Thunder guessing? Like, are we talking Chris Scott at Geelong, and we got emergencies being named, and we don't know who's coming in?
I still don't know if I'm in the team yet. So
correct.
I have.
When's that get announced to the group?
Wednesday, I'll find out. So yeah, the way it works typically off an injury, not a medium term one, is rehab, and then you have to get 2 full weeks of training before you get ticked off. So this is going into my second full week of training. I did all last week. I had to tick off high-speed running. I had to get over 28 k's an hour and got 31.93.
Oh!
Like literally the quickest I've ever been recorded.
31's quick, Dan. 31.9's quick.
That's as quick as I've ever been recorded, even at West Coast. Incredible.
Oh.
So I did that. I
fast.
had to tick off my agility and change direction. Like there was a couple of tests that I had to do at speed on Saturday. Tick those off. And I've been wearing these like local anesthetic patches, almost like nicotine patches on my foot. And then tomorrow at training is a full dress rehearsal. So I will jab it with local anesthetic. I will strap it. I will take my painkillers, and I will train as if I'm playing a game. And if I get through that, then hand up for selection. The coaches make the call.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah,
Huge.
and I'm very confident that I'll get through tomorrow. So
There you bloody go.
yeah, so
How you
that'll
feeling about it?
pretty good. Like I'm nervous. I'd like to I'm not in the team yet, so it's nervous to like be still a doubt. But I'm confident that I'll get through and leave it up to the coaches.
If this was just a regular season game, let's say there's 10 games left, would you play in the resi? Like, how does that work? Do they bring people back through? Or
If this was a regular season, if this was round 10,
yeah,
I would probably jab it, play half in the twos, rest, and then play the week after. So
Right.
I would have, because I've missed 6 weeks,
Yep.
I would have a little bit of time to get through a game, see what's going on, but you don't have the luxury
Yes.
anymore. So
I will say I watched the Peel Thunder Swans back half of the game. So they, in the other game down yesterday, 5 goals to none basically in the first quarter of Swan Districts, and then Peel kicked the next 15 goals. And their midfield was very good. So,
their midfield was sizzling, and they didn't have Will Brody. So
so
it'll be a good game.
bloody oath it will be. And I'm
Stadium
yeah,
as
I'm
well.
locked in. I'm locked in.
You going?
Oh, fucking oath I'm going.
Great.
I
See
could
you
have worked it, and I was like, nah, no chance.
Yeah, see you there.
Bloody good. Hey, boys, it's time to hear from our good friends at TABtouch. Please, Damo.
You've got the touch. You got the power.
There's a fair bit going on, boys. TABtouch.
Oh,
bringing you
boy,
the
there
best.
is.
I'm just going to quickly whip through this one. We picked the Hawks and Giants both to win.
And they both lost.
What's gambling costing you? I will say, James Sicily kicks the goal.
We win.
Brent Daniels doesn't do blah, blah, blah. Or
We win.
GWS doesn't shit the bed like they did.
We win.
It was
Yeah, we win.
brilliant tipping.
Great
But
tipping.
neither of those things.
Yep, and we did lose.
Okay.
We're almost better at picking losers.
Maybe we should do a market on that.
Yes.
BackChat, pick the losers.
Pick the
And
losers.
we pick who we think's going to win.
And you just bet
and
it.
then
You
they
just
get
tip
they
against
get the
us.
market
Yep.
of whoever we say.
Great.
Opposite.
For next time.
All right, maybe we can try that for the grand final or something like that. Boys, very excitingly, the Jack Buckley medal is brought to you by TABtouch this season.
Yes,
that
it
is
is.
confirmed and locked away. I will say, and if we could just keep this on the lowdown,
Okay.
if you are coming to the Jack Buckley medal, GWS are out of finals now.
Wow.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Okay.
going to say.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm listening.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying, though.
Understood. Yeah, you don't have to say any more than that.
Jack Buckley medal from the Leadable Hotel. If you don't have your tickets, make sure you get them.
Get them.
Actually, there is also not many of them left.
One reason
We're getting
is
close.
we're close to capacity. Reason 2 is Hammer's going to be pissed as an absolute
I am
parrot.
going to be. Yeah, I'm not going to have slept.
And number 3 is we have the VIP experience rolling out.
When do
You've
we announce the winner of
got-
that?
We're talking probably on the night. Oh, no, before that.
Because you'll need. Yeah.
Probably Friday.
Yep.
On Friday's show, we'll announce
Is that right?
Yeah. That's.
I
Yep.
guess.
I think that's good. Let's
Monday
do it Friday.
morning.
Somewhere.
Sometime.
It'll
Somewhere over the
happen.
weekend, you'll find out that you're going to have free drinks all night with you plus 4 mates. Uber Premier.
Yeah.
They drive Mercedes in that type
Yep.
of Uber, mate. Merc to the night. Treated like a king. Own
Or
separate
queen.
line at the bar. You can seat wherever you
Yes.
like. You want to come join us on stage? You want to talk to everyone else? You
Yep.
can do that if you
Fuck
want.
yeah.
You don't want to do that? That's fine. We've got TABtouch vouchers coming to you. It's going to be a bloody great
It's going to be
night.
the best night ever.
I could probably buy you some dinner.
So on the back of that, boys, we do have lots of awards. So we've got the Jack Buckley medal. We'll be doing the live count to that, but also the best young fist. I'm sure.
Yeah, the rising fist. I have gone through and I've crunched the numbers using the algorithm's different with the rising fist, a little bit. The only difference is when I'm doing the JBS or the Jack Buckley
scoring
medal,
system.
the scoring system. When I'm doing that throughout the year, I've got an algorithm that pumps out the scores per round. The rising fist is a little bit different because this was something
You're
we
looking at the
brought.
year.
Yeah, I've looked at the year.
Yeah, fair enough.
So there's a couple of tweaks in it, but it's still giving me a pretty good. It's giving me a pretty good.
Great.
We'll be looking back at the memories of the year for Backman. But one thing we will be announcing is the BackChat back 6
Yeah, the BackChat back 6 +1.
+1.
Yeah,
Plus one.
it's the All Australian do their selection of defenders.
And we're unsure how they do that.
We're unsure how they do that. It's they select based on looks and stats and whatever they fucking want.
It's a little bit of.
It's a little
Hollywood.
bit of the
bit of a
golden fist. It's what
popularity-
the golden fist has become.
Yeah, popularity
Like
contest.
it's a bit silly.
I'm surprised Nick Dacos wasn't lining up at half-back flank.
So am I.
Right?
Well, they put him on a wing and he hadn't played there all
Yeah,
year.
correct. So he should be in the back line.
Anyway,
So the BackChat back 6 +1
+1.
will be announced on
On the night.
Jack Buckley medal night,
Yes.
which is this Monday.
That's right.
But to get there, we
So,
need to,
yeah.
we
need
need
to-
to put through
We
it.
need a squad.
the AFL put together their mid-season 40 or whatever it
Yep.
was, mid-season 60 or
Yep.
whoever the players they were chatting about. Then they released a squad of 40 and then they announced the team. So we're going to do a similar thing. We're going to announce our initial discussed squad of 20.
Yes.
Friday, we're going to cut that to 12.
Yes.
to
and
the
then
squad.
To
Monday.
the squad of 12. Monday night,
Monday,
we'll
yeah.
reveal the actual
Huge.
team.
Fozjam from
Fozzie.
YouTube has just chummed in with, how do I get tickets to the Jack Buckley medal?
Oh,
I'm coming
Fozzie.
from Victoria.
Fozzie, we're
Holy
putting a link
shit.
in there for you.
Okay.
Actually, do we give him free tickets? Do we say if you come from interstate, we'll get you a ticket?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fozzie's
Free
getting a
tickets.
ticket.
Foz, we're putting a link in. But honestly, Foz, hit us up.
Yep.
prove that you are who you are, and
Send us
free
your flight
tickets.
details, mate. Tickets.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's-
Send us your flight details, and we'll give you tickets.
That's absolutely correct. Good. Looking forward to having you there at Foz Jam. Now, so we need the 20 backmen for the BackChat backman. Hammer, I texted
right.
you earlier on.
We're doing this now.
You did?
Yeah, we are.
We're doing this
Let's
right now.
crack in. All right, we need a team, boys.
So you are the chairman of selectors,
Yes,
Dan.
that's
Const.
right.
Yep.
I'm gonna be like filtering in your options. We're gonna build a bit of a list, and then Friday, through the week we'll debate and we'll get
cut.
the squad. We'll make some cuts.
Yep.
Friday we announce the squad.
So we've gone talls and smalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got 10
Great.
talls and 10 smalls.
Yep, 5 apiece.
okay.
so-
I reckon the way we do this, let's start
you're the mediator.
talls. Let's start talls, and I'll let you guys go one for one.
And a
Don't-
little bit
Make a little bit of a case for it.
Yeah, a little
like
bit
if
of a
it, if it's an obvious one, I don't think we need to go
And
too far.
once again, we're not here for, the most handball receives in the competition. We're not analysing anything.
No.
This is vibe.
This is a vibe. This
it's
is
a
a
look
vibe check.
test.
And a
It's
back.
the eye test.
This is a Jack Buckley medal.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Scully, you want to kick us off? With talls?
I'm happy to kick
Being
us
a
off.
tall backman yourself.
I don't think this man. I don't think he even knows how tall he is because Hammer certainly doesn't. Hammer had him in the small.
I had him in the small section initially. Yep.
And so, if you're surprised he's in here, go and look at his height. I believe he's 196.
That's tall.
We're talking the lizard is my number one.
That's a great option.
Number one pick of the
I'm
talls.
putting him in there. Nick Blakey.
Yep.
Just a gun.
Yes.
Just
Very
a
good.
gun, scampering around, shoulderless, neck up, chin up. Looks like a frill neck running around.
Yep.
Sydney Swan, say less.
All right,
Say
Hammer,
less.
you give us your first tall.
I have gone for one of our BackChat backmen,
Great.
and we have spoken about him already on the show. He went forward and kicked the goal, but we did put in the clause of the JBS that if you're doing that to win a game as a defender, go for your
And
life.
the only time he's kicked goals this year is because of that.
Because he's trying to win games. James Sicily.
Yeah, great.
Really good.
He has done all year, just had fire in his guts and just wanted to go out there and just fucking defend the house down.
The only way that the Ken Hinkley thing would have been better if James Sicily just walked across the line and started punching on.
Honestly, I looked at that and I was like, he's about to go and belt him.
He was chewing his inside of his
Yeah,
cheek. He
wanted to belt him desperately. Obviously annoyed that he missed a goal, but anyway. James Sicily is my first tall.
All right, Sicily, back to you, Scully. Another tall.
Look, it's going to be sad to lose him here from Western Australia, but your man, your previous man, I suppose, Dan Const, Tom Barris.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him up there. He's been defending for the worst side in the competition, one of the worst, sorry, West Coast fans, for a number of years now. I've heard that the medical that he did with Hawthorn, they did have to study his neck quite significantly because of the way it's been craned in a certain direction.
Yeah, looking
for
up
3 years.
straight for 3 straight years.
Whiplash areas like this, watching him over his head. So Tom Barris for mine.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I will. I'll follow serve,
Yeah.
and I may as well just take the other West Coast defender, who is without those two, they would have lost every game this year.
Yes.
Jeremy McGovern.
Oh boy, all
Like
Australian.
all Australian. I think he's the best statistical defender. We don't talk stats, but like this is pretty cool stat. A pretty cool
He's
stat
the
to have in
best.
there. He's the best statistical defender in the last like 30 years or something
50
stupid.
years.
Can I just
Anyway,
say
he's also and a tremendous fella who loves a 10. Obviously West End Plumbing.
Of course, yeah.
Shout out West End Plumbing.
Anyone in the back six shits, he'll fix it.
Yeah, absolutely. We have listed 4 guys already. Hard to get those 4 guys out. We've got another 16.
We've got another 6 talls
We've got another
coming in.
16. Let's go back to you, Scully. Another tall.
Sam Taylor, best one-on-one player in the competition. He's absolutely unbelievable.
We'll rip
The
through these
man's
a little
got
bit
one
more.
testicle.
Yeah, he's got a singular nut. Well, I think he's got both.
like a one nut Sammy.
I think he's got both. He ruptured
Part
one.
of one.
So what happened? What happened when it ruptured? Didn't you sew it back together?
I think they
just fix it.
just glued it back or something.
got a
I
glue.
would like to bring that up. I don't know if that's true or not.
Right,
fellas.
we'll ask the question.
right.
Is he a cyclops?
Single nut Sammy comes in for mine.
Single nut
Sammy.
Sammy, yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
well, I mean, we're doing dynamic
SNS.
duos here, and there is no. This is not even Batman. This is not even Robin to Batman.
No, it's just Batman.
It's just Batman to Batman. Jack Buckley comes in, the winner of the last year's Jack Buckley medal.
Right.
Batman to Batman.
Batman to Batman.
Yeah.
Really bloody good.
All right, back to you, Scully. We're gonna have to. I reckon,
Yeah, let's rip through these.
rip
Go.
through 'em.
All right, Harris Andrews. Somehow he doesn't make the All-Australian squad. He'll be fucking making ours. I
Yeah,
can tell you
crazy.
that right now.
Sam Collins, best beard in the comp,
Yeah,
easily,
great.
and also has just a whomper by the looks
This
of
is
him.
a huge back line already.
Well, these are the talls,
It's that
obviously,
good.
so they're all big.
Yeah, but literally huge. Yeah.
Alex Pearce, leader of Fremantle Dockers,
Yep.
best captain in the league.
Congratulations,
okay. He
making
broke
the
his
squad.
arm, came back early, broke his arm again. He's just spoiling the shit out of it. That's what he did.
Yeah, Jacob Wiedering. Without him, Carlton are not a good team. With him, they're very, very good. He won't be paying for drinks though because he's lost his card.
Absolutely. And has also recently indicated to Mitch McGovern that he's unhappy about us not including him more in our BackChat back.
Hey, Jaiden, here's the inclusion. Come to the Jack Buckley medal. You're invited. And, payment will only be taken by direct transfer to African bank account.
Yeah, correct.
And
I've got a Nigerian prince who is he's sorting out the flight details.
Okay, so that's our tools. We've listed 10 tools, right? I think we've got through all. That's a great backline.
You start with the smalls, Hammer.
Yeah,
I'll start with the halls.
I want you to know that we throw names back and forward.
Yeah.
The number one was the same for both of us, and
Yes.
I've given him to you.
Yeah, you have given it to me. Blake Hardwick.
No,
not him.
With the number one, mate. The number one
You're
on
reading
your
off
list.
Oh, yeah,
Story's
sorry.
list.
No, I'm listening off your list. Yeah, Brady Hoff.
Oh, he's so
Fucking
good.
gun.
Yeah,
Mate,
that-
at
to
one
be.
point in time had smalls, and the only person I could write was
Hoff.
Brady Hoff. I
He's
couldn't
just-
think of another
yeah,
small
the single best lockdown defender. What small defender in the comp? No question about it.
But how tall is he?
Who cares, mate? 189.
He just
or
plays
something.
small, though.
Maybe
Plays small.
191.
That's just impressive. A
You
big
can be
man
taller.
still
You
get-
can be tall and play small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And then
good.
you're a small defender.
Yeah, you're a small defender.
I like that, by the way. I like Brady
Yeah,
Hoff.
Brady Hoff gun.
So good.
Blake Hardwick is top and
Oh,
Yeah,
bottom.
I said it by accident, but that's yours. Just a dog, isn't he?
Son of Damien as well.
I saw some of his stats the last 8 games. He's had like 3 goals kicked on in the last 8
He's played on.
games.
He plays on all the best, mate. Him and Hoffy
Huge.
are small.
And sometimes they flicked him forward one game. He kicks 6 goals.
Trying to get him to
What?
win the game.
Yeah.
Try and get him to win the game. Jeremy Howe, play small.
So
I think he's also tall, but play
so
small.
you wrote Howe. And I was
Yeah,
like,
we were unsure
I
about.
don't know if it was Jeremy Howe from Collingwood. Isn't there a Howe that plays for Port Adelaide?
There could be Jeremy Howe from
Ellis,
Collingwood.
maybe?
I obviously run the numbers for the JBS all year.
Right.
Consistent scoring,
Is that
consistently
right?
scores
Really?
well.
That surprises me.
But he plays tall,
I reckon, yeah, but he plays tall on smalls,
and he's small.
and he's not that big,
Okay.
but like leaps tall enough.
Okay.
But I think he is and has done. If you were to peek behind the curtains at the JBS this year, he's done some things.
I like peeking behind.
He's
curtains.
done some real things.
So, talking about doing things, I did have a sneaky look at the stats for this man. 'Cause I was
Yeah,
like,
okay, fine. We're all
so
stats, man.
Connor Iden.
They're just
Yeah.
a tool. The
Connor
stats are just a
Connor
tool.
Iden. So
Friend of the family.
he has been in something like 55 one-on-one contests, and he's lost 11% of them. One of the best
Oh,
percentages in the league.
That's great.
It used to be Isaac Quainer, and shout out Isaac Quainer. You might have been considered for these smalls. I'll tell you right
Yeah.
now, he's not.
He's not.
Because he couldn't reply to a backchat message.
Nah, sorry.
Right?
Also didn't have a great year.
Yeah. That's
Also didn't have a
correct.
great year as a defender.
Okay.
Jeremy Howe and Connor Iden, 190 and 191.
Yeah.
Tall enough, but they play small.
Play small.
Dane Zorko.
He's small.
Small. He's very small. And like has just found new life in the back line, which
Yeah.
we love.
All Australian.
All
big
Australian.
year.
Yep.
Probably the best spoil celebration of the year.
Dan Houston enters mine.
Yep,
Does
makes
what
sense.
he likes. Doesn't really play on many people. Also quite good at intercepting the ball. I like him a lot.
Yeah, Max Holmes for me, similar. Like, just gets a lot of the footy, uses it well. You do need, like, our
He
back chat
injects
back
himself
six.
into the midfield a fair bit.
He does, but our back chat back six is going to be dour, no question.
Yes. So Holmesy may not be fucking.
But
down
you
enough.
still need to be you still need to be able to move the ball
Could I put something forward and
Yes.
maybe suggest that he wears his socks up?
up. He wears his socks up and tucks his shirt in. He's more
Right.
dour straight away.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
You see where I'm going
Yes,
there?
yes.
Yep,
He's a dower by heart.
Dour by
It's
heart.
not his fault he's so good.
Yeah, that's sometimes the way. Like when Nick Dacos was playing halfback,
Yes.
it was not his fault that he was so good.
Yes.
Anyway, continue.
I have found someone that we've missed, and I'm gonna have to put him forward, and I don't know
Sure.
where he fits.
Don't care.
Tom Stewart.
Yeah, we missed him.
Yeah.
I just found him.
He
I'm
plays
gonna
small.
replace my second last one.
Sure, he
Or
plays
my
small,
last
mate.
one.
He plays small.
Yeah, Tom Stewart. I mean,
Plays tall.
enough said.
Yep, enough said.
He's
Pretty
a
good.
gun.
Yep.
Probably one of the best defenders of the last decade.
Yep, Lockie Whitfield for me.
Wow. He
Like-
likes getting the pill.
Likes getting the pill. I've got two blokes in there at the end that like getting the ball. Don't know if they'll make the team, but they like getting the ball.
So I'm going to replace the second last guy, and I'm
Yep.
going to give you the last, which is Jordan Clark.
Yep, understood.
Great.
All Australian squad.
Yep.
Liked how he went about it this year.
Also finds the ball.
Looks quite angry.
Yep.
Looks very angry.
We spent a lot of time on the tools.
And that is
spent a lot of
our
20 incredible
top
backmen.
Yep.
20.
Question for the selection when we're putting this all together. Are we
And-
doing 3 talls, 3 smalls?
Well,
Three
yeah.
talls, three smalls.
Maybe.
Or
unless,
just a- we-
unless the case can be
We've got to pick the best back six
back plus one.
plus one to
Do-
play on a team.
On YouTube.
I'll tell you what we do.
who
Actually,
do
I've
we
already
miss?
figured.
On YouTube, who do we miss? If you're listening along, let us know who we missed. I'm sure we missed someone.
I've got a great way to pick this team.
Someone said Hock Dick Riders.
The Hock Dick Riders could be it. I think this is how we pick the team. The All Australian full four, the All Australian forward six was already named.
Yes.
we pick a BackChat back six to defend the shit out of them.
Oh, what's they going to defend the defenders?
No,
defend the forward line.
Defend the forward line.
Oh,
So
who's
our,
playing on Jay?
our
Matchups.
BackChat back six defend matchup. So
Done.
that's how we pick it.
Done.
We pick matchups +1. Done.
+1.
So who was the forward line?
Jake Waterman, Jeremy Cameron,
Yep.
Jesse Hogan,
Stengel.
Dylan Moore. No, Stengel didn't make it. Dylan Moore, Bontempelli, I think, was a forward.
Yes.
Chad Warner, Isaac Heaney.
Wow.
That's
That's a fucking tough
Bont
forward
wasn't a
line.
forward. Spew up. He wasn't a
there's
forward.
no way.
Don't spew up all over
Nah,
yourself.
Cameron, Hogan, Waterman,
Mm.
Heaney, Warner, and then Moore. That was your
Yes.
starting six.
That is
Tough.
A
See you,
couple of
boys.
calls for Jackson Archer.
Jackson
Yeah,
Archer was very
like
good.
him. I like him a lot.
Couple
I'll
of calls for
take
that.
him under consideration. Absolutely will.
Yeah, but he plays tall.
Foz Jam.
Fozzie, he's back.
Coming back from Victoria. I'm having a BackChat themed grand final party at my joint.
Jesus
Third
Christ.
year.
Wow.
All attendees must wear something BackChat related. I've got my shit yeah t-shirt.
Fucking oath you do.
My missus has a fistball top with Dan's face on it.
Oh my God, this sounds
Can
like
I
the
have
best
one of
party ever.
those?
Fisting with Dan.
Where did that come from?
Sounds like the best party of all time.
Yeah, I want to come to that.
Holy shit. Can we get an invite, please, Fozzie?
I'll be in Thailand.
Can you? Oh, it's, we'll be here at the grand final.
we'll be
But can we
here.
get an invite?
Yeah,
Can we
just
get
an
an
invite
would
would be nice.
Yeah.
Just to-
Bloody
Just
love
support
it.
the counts.
Got to be honest.
That's such a good list of people to be in our back 6+1.
Yeah.
So they're the names. I'll read them again very quickly.
Yep.
The talls are James Sicily, Jacob Wiedering, Jack Buckley, Sam Collins, Jeremy McGovern, The Lizard, Tom Barris, Sam Taylor, Harris Andrews, Alex Pearce, and maybe a Tom Stewart hybrid. Then we've got Hardwick, Iden, Houston, Clark, Hoff. How did he do that? Zorko, Holmes, and Whitfield.
It's pretty good.
very
So
good.
feel
Good.
free to
Very
send
good.
in your feedback. Who do we miss? Who should be in it? I think it might be time to go and hear from our good friend over at the West Coast Eagles, though.
Oh, yeah.
AFLW superstar, All-Australian last year, best and fairest last year.
Gun.
Charlie Thomas, a defender for the West Coast Eagles. They're 2-1. Got a chance to go 3-1 next week against Collingwood. We chatted to her a little earlier on. Okay, thanks to ID Athletic. You're going to clap again? I thought you were shaping for a clap.
No, I'm just excited.
Well, we're going to Melbourne. That's right. AFLW is happening right now. The West Coast Eagles sit 2-1 on the table with a
On
big
fire.
game against Collingwood, our mortal enemy. It's probably not, but we don't mind club. I won't say that. That's us saying that.
Yeah.
Charlie Thomas joins us.
Welcome.
She is in the hotel in Melbourne. She joins us now. Hi, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Anytime.
no worries at all. I don't think we've had an AFLW player on.
Had the coach
Yeah,
just
had Daisy
recently.
on, which
but
was a
Yeah,
great chat.
Jace.
But we
about time.
wanted an AFLW star from West Coast. And one, you're a star, but two, you're a defender. So we're
Yes.
going to start there, right? We like the backs. How's your time been this year? We know you're All-Australian last year. How's it been in the back line this year?
Yeah, it's been good. I think probably haven't been under the pump as much as we were last year, which is good. And we're playing a little bit of a different style of footy, which is really good. And managing to lock the ball in our front half a little bit more. So you guys both know locking the ball in the front half is a lot more easier to defend rather than just getting pelted in. So I'm really enjoying it. I love playing in the back line with the girls. So it's good.
It sounds like the mids are doing their job. They're
Yeah,
putting a bit of pressure
about
up the
time.
field for you. You're giving it. You're saying just give it a bit of pressure and go intercept the ball. Is that how it works? To say girls sort it out up there?
Oh, yeah, they've always done a great job. But, our midfield's going really well and so are our forwards. So, going really well across the board. We're all just playing our roles, which is good. So, it's lots of fun.
Talk to us about your coach, Daisy Pearce. We had Daisy in here at BackChat a few weeks ago. How's she been going? She's new to the job, so what sort of job is she doing?
An unreal job. She's such a good person to learn off. And I think, I've been in footy for a while now, but I've probably learnt the most I've ever learnt over the last 9 months working with Daisy. So, it's been unreal. And obviously it's her first job, so she's still learning, but she's got a really good coaching group behind her as well that help her out in everything they do as well. So, it's just really good vibes. So looking forward to the rest of the season.
Who's your backline coach?
Martine. Yeah,
Yep. How's
fiery.
Fiery. How's that?
Yeah.
How's that working with the backs?
Yeah, she's really good. We had Rowan last year and he's moved forward and Teens was the wing coach. But she's come down and taken the role of the backline coach and she's doing an unreal job. She's sitting right there. So if I say anything bad, I won't be getting a game from her. So, she's unreal. She's real good, yeah.
What about the start of this year? So you've had a couple of good wins, bounced back after a loss in the second round, and you've got a game coming up against Collingwood. But what's it been like from a culture and enjoyment level at the footy club off wins? I'm assuming there would have been some girls in the middle of the circle for some of the songs to start the year.
Absolutely, yeah. It was pretty crazy. I think there were more girls in the middle of the circle in our first win than there was on the outside. So that was pretty cool. But no, obviously when you win, it's a lot more fun than getting beaten every week. But I think we're just really sticking to the process and we know that the outcome will come if we do stick to the way we want to play and stuff. So, that's worked 2 of the 3 weeks we've played footy. So hoping we can do it again on Tuesday.
You've gone through the stats.
Yeah,
before.
Charlie, we love the backs. We obviously are big advocates of defenders. Did notice last season that you did kick a goal. We don't advocate for kicking goals, but it is nice for a defender to get one on the board.
Talk us through it.
Talk us through that one.
We're playing Western Bulldogs at home and it's probably one we should have won, but we were down a bit and it was actually one of the games where Rowan, who's the backline coach, he became our head coach for the last 2 games. So he had trusted me that I'd be able to go down there and slot one and I was lucky enough that it landed in my lap. And then went back and just kicked straight as if I was kicking out from fullback. So it was weird being down the other end, but I enjoyed it for the 5 minutes I was there. But I liked going back down into the back line, that's for sure.
Did you just let the forwards know it's not that hard?
It's
like
that
you just
easy.
said, the big sticks, the big ones in the middle, it's not that hard?
It was a bit of that, I reckon, yeah. But I reckon not being a defender, it probably helped me go forward and just lead random ways and then your back will drop off. So it was fine, yeah.
It's good. I guess if you don't really know what you're doing, the defender doesn't really know how to act. So it's
exactly,
catches them off guard a bit.
Exactly, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Some of these young girls coming into the side, I mean, you're young yourself, but we're really starting to see some of the girls getting drafted now. They've pathways a word that gets used a lot, but we're starting to see the girls that have been able to play footy, against girls growing up, and they've done that since they've been 5, 6, 7 years old. You must be seeing big improvements with the young girls coming in and how good they are to start with.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're seeing it firsthand with the quality of footy this year. Players like Renshi, she obviously was our number 1 pick and she's played footy, not only from a young age, but with girls the whole way. Whereas, some of us older girls like myself and Ella had to play with the boys when we were younger. So, it's unreal to see. And you can definitely see the difference, I think, which is, happening across the board, across all AFLW, which is so good.
Ella Roberts, you mentioned her. She's a star, as are you. Talk to me about your connection with her. It looks like you guys are good mates out in the field.
Yeah, we're pretty close off the field as well, which is really good having her here. Obviously, we travel a lot together, so it's good to have someone that you're sort of best mates with on the road as well when you miss home sometimes, especially being here for a week. It's obviously heaps of fun, but to have that close connection is really, really good. But in terms of footy, she's unbelievable and everyone can't wait to see what she'll do in the next 10 years in the competition. It's pretty scary, but I'm so glad I'm on her team rather than an opposition. So, love watching her go about her business.
Collingwood tomorrow, so a Tuesday game. It's the second game in 5 days over in Melbourne. How's the group looking, feeling? Everyone good to go for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we're all really excited to go at it again. Obviously a short turnaround, so our recovery and stuff has had to be pretty on point. Feeling good, vibes are up and just ready to get to work again. We know Collingwood are a really, really good team and they've had a tough start to the year with some tough opposition, but we know that they're going to come out absolutely firing, ready to, punch us in the face, hopefully, for them. But, we're looking good and feeling good. So, keen to get at it tomorrow night.
I didn't ask before about the back line.
Yeah.
Can you just give us a little insight into the characters out there? Because in my experience, there's the grumpy ones, there's the ones that it's the midfielders' fault, it's the ones that are kind of a bit of happy-go-lucky kind of operators. Some, who's who? And where do you fit in?
It is a bit of a rogue group when you put it like that, actually. I think, we've got Sophie McDonald, And the first thing that I learned about her when I first came to the club is that she likes to nap pre-game. So when everyone's like listening to music, getting pumped up, she's in the corner napping. So that's a bit rogue.
Brilliant.
Is it what, like headphones in, like leave me alone?
Yeah,
type?
headphones in, just laying down in the corner of the room, like having a little nap. So
Right.
that says a lot about her, but then she'll go out and absolutely kill opposition. So that's good. And then we got Shillo, who run Rising Star the other week. She's a little silent assassin, doesn't really say much. But when you get her on field and against an opposition again, she'll just go out there and give it her all. And then B Smith's probably another main character down there who's just like, I don't even know how to describe her, just high energy, like. But then obviously, like we've been here for a week. I reckon I've seen her probably only at meal times. Other than that, she's just in her room by herself, like doing her own thing. Couldn't even tell you what she does.
Great.
So, yeah. But we seem to always get on the field and have each other's back. So, yeah, I love playing with them.
Yeah, so where do you feel? I feel like the non-answer of yourself, Charlie, tells me you're a grump when you get beaten in contests.
No way!
No, you don't like getting beaten by forwards. No, being grumpy's good. We like grumpy defenders.
we want
it means you don't like getting beaten, right? Yeah, that sort of operator. I feel like that could be you.
All right, I'll claim that one then. Well, I'm not the one napping in the corner or spending time by myself. So if that's the only one left, then I'll take that one.
Very good. Hey, good luck tomorrow. Thanks for chatting to us.
Thank
and we'll see you back here at home at Mineral Resources Park. But good luck for the rest of the year if we don't get to chat to you.
Sweet as. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Will, and I'm a backman.
And I'm Gov, and I'm a Paywise brand ambassador.
And you're a backman.
Yes, I am, but I'm also a Paywise brand ambassador. And I know that the best way to get into your next car is through the Paywise novated lease.
To learn more about novated leasing, contact Paywise today or just ask Jeremy McGovern.
Thank you very
That's not
much.
Jeremy
Yes,
McGovern.
okay, shut up. Now,
Charlie
Paywise-
Thomas, what a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Correct.
She's
So
a
he's the coach at the
Fletch,
AFLW.
star.
She is a gun.
She's a proper gun. And, like, she is grumpy. She gets very angry when they lose. She hates losing one-on-ones. Like, even when I used to train, because as a coach, like, sometimes you need to feel in. I dominate. Go out there and take the piss. But she, like, she would get fucking angry. Like, she'd hit you and she'd get angry. She'd awesome.
Great.
Fucking star.
You said she was one of your favourite players.
Yeah, love her. Love her. One of my favourites. No
Very
question
good.
about it.
It was good training her. So they're going really well, AFLW girls. They're 2-1, best ever start. They're playing Collingwood, who she wouldn't say this, of course, because, you know,
They've been shit.
we don't want the Jack Ginnivan kind of thing
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, yeah.
Charlie Thomas
Collingwood would have been
says.
shit.
Collingwood have blown the ladder. Yeah, they're
Collingwood would have been really
Daisy
bad.
Pearce out
Did
there,
we
still
mention that
those
was
ones.
brought to you by RD Athletic, by the way?
Absolutely
Oh, yeah.
brought to you by RD
And they literally do anything.
Yeah, correct. You're wearing an RD Athlete t-shirt
I
right
am.
now.
If
and
you
so
need
So am
it,
I.
yeah.
So
so
are
am I.
And
There
you
you
wear a
go.
hat that's RD Athletic. Wow, they do anything.
Holy shit.
You are.
They do anything.
Mate, this is one of your favourite hat. I know I've been wearing it a lot.
Oh, it's fine.
really
If it's
bloody-
good, wear it. They're also doing fistball uniforms as well.
Yeah.
Got fistball national tournament coming up first weekend of December.
We're going to start
Are you
fisting
just like?
soon.
Are you just back in that?
We're gonna
straight
start
away?
fisting.
How does that work?
Well, no, we got the national tournament. So
You don't have to
Western
qualify.
Australia.
You don't have to qualify as a state. Like, we are Western Australia.
Yo, I
if
get
someone,
that.
If someone wants to put another West Australian team together and play us,
But
Well,
hey,
we will.
I'm just more talking
Good
about
luck.
Dan. Like,
No, so I currently hold a spot in the national team, yes, but I
Yeah.
think after this national tournament,
yeah, okay.
there'll be a lot of names floating around, so I've got to perform in the nationals to
Understood.
make sure
Yeah,
I keep
cool.
my spot. But we will have 2 Western Australian teams, and in the next couple of weeks, we'll
We'll start
announce this
fisting.
properly. We're starting fisting Sunday mornings. We'll give you some details because if you want to, you've got every chance to play in the national tournament. We're gonna
Sunday
have 2
morning
teams.
fist.
Get out there and fist.
Wake up early, get the fists
How
out,
good is
start
it?
fisting.
By 10
Everything's
by
really
10:30,
relaxed
11.
in the morning. Perfect for a fist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
It's so good.
Weather's
so,
perfect for
yeah.
fist.
Sometimes we'll go for a
Shit.
beer after it, and we'll have details of that soon. But yeah, RD Athletic looking after us with those.
Sometimes with beer and fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fist and beer.
Yeah.
I just back on the AFL landscape, if we can get
Yeah,
that fishball for a second.
Yep.
Bit going on with contracts.
Yeah.
Heaps going on with contracts.
Did Mac Andrew happen after Friday's show?
I don't know, mate. But
No,
he signed
before.
$1 billion.
It happened
Before,
before.
before.
So Mac Andrew's gone and done that. Dusty Martin now wants to go to Gold Coast.
Yep.
So Dusty's going to Gold Coast. We haven't spoken about
That
that.
also, yeah,
have
we did. We definitely
we
did. That happened Friday too.
Did it?
Yeah.
Jack Darlin's gone to North Melbourne.
Jack Darling's going to
He's
North
doing
Melbourne
medicals.
on a
You
2-year
said
deal.
this a few weeks ago, and I tried to find it to play it because everyone now on Twitter is like, "Oh, Jack Darling's
Yeah, I said
apparently
this
he's
was
at
happening.
Arden Street.
There
But
it
yeah,
is.
Same thing. We said Stephen King is going to be the coach of West Coast like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, correct.
And
But
no
do you
one's
think
picked up
Dean
on that.
Cox could coach at West Coast? mate?
I reckon we
please.
should just give him one more call.
Give him one more call. Ask him again.
What do you think about that's happening? 2-year deal.
North
Shinboner.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
finally,
he's a boner.
Yeah, finally get their man.
He's a boner, mate. And look, I think
I think it's a good move.
I think it's a
Everyone's
great move.
poo-pooing it. I think it's a good move. He goes and plays next to
great
Nick
deal.
Larkey.
Yep.
And he probably kicks you 20 goals next year.
yeah.
And he probably takes a good
keeps the heat
defender.
off Larky. Yeah, that's right.
He's not going there to be the leading goal kicker.
He's also like, for anyone who doesn't know Jack, he is a fucking animal. Like he would, for a club that has been shit for a long time. Here's a bloke that can show young guys how to train a little bit.
play every week.
Here's a guy who can play every week.
Consistent,
Here's a
yep.
guy who can show you how to be a bit more professional than perhaps what you already are.
Is his best footy in front of him?
No.
But that's okay.
Yeah,
mate?
but yeah, it's fine.
That's okay. He's not going there to be
Is his
your
best
fucking
football still
player.
better than a lot of North Melbourne? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it
correct.
is.
This is what everyone's forgetting.
He's
Everyone's
been-
going,
yeah.
oh, Jack Darling's going to come in and take people's spots. Whose fucking spot is he taking?
Yeah, come
Mate,
on.
They don't have any fucking
Toby
forwards.
Pink.
What like
Hey, we like the Pink.
We love Pink
hindering,
Eye.
He's a
hindering the
backman.
progression of young guys? Is
But-
what people think.
Fuck that, because
He'll
he'll
win. It'll be a fucking win.
He will. Yeah, I think he'll show them how to train. He'll be a good addition to them. People forget he's like he put on. He was very good this year for what people say he was.
Yeah.
Like he had a lot of pressure. He was like he took marks. He was competing.
It was his best
Last
he's
year,
played in about 3 or 4 years.
the last couple of years, it's been like he's losing one-on-ones. He's not giving any effort. Whereas this year, it was like he didn't get beaten very often one-on-one.
Yeah.
And he put ground pressure on the ball.
It's absolutely
And
on.
in the games that West Coast won, he usually played well. He
Correct.
was usually a reason
Correct.
for that. But would you have you played against ex-teammates who've moved clubs? Can you
Yeah.
remember? Yeah. Who,
Yeah.
Like who you've played? Like,
Brad Ebert.
oh yeah.
Brad Ebert.
And
like Kobe
are you
Stevens.
looking forward to that? Because like I imagine like Gov right next year. Would he go to maybe not go to Darling? I mean, yeah, go to Darling
Yeah,
if
maybe.
North play West
I
Coast.
reckon the ones you know really well, you don't even. It's the ones you don't really like that you lip off at.
Right.
You're not lipping off like premiership team.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, yeah.
It's sort
Yeah.
of like it's like hey mate, like this is weird.
Yeah, but you'd give him a little.
Yeah,
elbow,
but
just-
it's not the chat you think it's going to be. The chat you're thinking it's going to be is when like someone that like has moved because not
Archie
really.
plays Carey.
Ginnivan to Hawthorn.
Yeah,
Wayne
maybe.
Carey
Maybe.
plays North Melbourne
Well-
for the first time. That's what you're thinking. That's not what's happening here.
Zack Merrett to
St Kilda.
wow. The Saints are a remarkable football club. Remarkable in the fact is they haven't won a grand final since the 60s.
Yep.
And no one wants to go there. They're
And
gone,
they
you know
have-
what?
They've
They're
got
fin-
more money than God,
they're
and
finally
they just
gone, what?
can't.
They've gone, you know what? Who's the best player? Like and Zack Merrett's up there,
Yep.
I think, with one of the best leaders and players. And they've gone, you know what?
Let's just go at him.
Let's just fucking get him. How about we just fucking build a massive deal
Yep.
and go, how about you fuck Essendon it off and come to St Kilda?
Yep.
Did we like it?
I loved it. I think that at some point you've got to just say, what are we going to stand for as a footy club? We can't just keep being perpetually not there, but also sort of there, but then we leave it too late and we just miss out. And you've got to start putting pieces together.
The deal would have to be very,
Huge.
very good to get the captain of a footy club
Out of there,
who's,
yep.
I'm assuming, on a longish sort of deal. I don't know. One, for Merrett to leave, because like there would be backlash.
It
from
would have to
someone.
top
And-
Mac Andrews' deal.
Yeah, correct. From a money point of view for Merrett to
Yeah,
consider
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But then Essendon to consider it, like he's their best player.
Yeah, easily.
What are they getting in return?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's getting like 4 first rounders. Like seriously.
You're going to have to get a lot for him. Yeah, first
A
rounders.
contracted captain. Like you're not going to
Contracted captain who's your best player, that's big.
Do you
That's
think?
big.
Do you think if you're Merrett, right, and you see, there's a bit of money floating around, do you tell your manager like, go, hey, give Saints a call?
No, he's not looking around.
No, he's not
would
looking
be
around.
Firmly
But he
planted
goes,
at
the
that
manager
area.
does the dirty work, and
No,
then
that's what looking around is. He's not telling his manager to look around.
No, St Kilda would have
wait.
just approached him.
His manager goes to Saints and goes, hey, like, would you have any interest in Merrett? Right? And they're like, yes. And then
Yeah, but-
there's all this money. There's like, then all of a sudden a deal's put in front of him. Then Merrett goes to Essendon like, hey, like, I want to stay here, but just letting you know, Saints. And then they read like just the
Maybe.
money, a way to get more money.
Maybe, but I think what happens...
He doesn't strike me as that sort of guy.
I think what's happened
We
in
don't
this
know.
situation...
Don't know at all.
We don't know from a bar side. I think what's happened in this situation is St Kilda have just gone, let's put a list of names together that we want to throw money at.
Yeah, Bont,
Bontempelli,
Merrett.
Zack Merrett,
Nick Dacos,
Nick Dacos. Let's...
Josh as well.
Yeah.
Probably Harley Reid.
Harley
I'm
Reid
sure
would be
they'd
on the
get a big
list.
deal for Harley
Maybe,
Reid.
Caleb Sarong's Victorian. Let's
Sam
throw some
Darcy,
money at
we
him.
like
Sam
him.
Darcy, we like him.
Brayshaw hasn't signed.
Andy hasn't signed. Ben King, maybe. Let's see if we can get the Max and Ben together. They would throw a list of names
Ross
together.
Lyon and Brayshaw. The return.
Wouldn't that be huge?
Wow. That
Me?
might be a thing.
I'm coming back.
You.
I'm in good nick. I could.
Fucking the nick you're in right now.
But
You're
yeah,
fucking
he,
starting midfielder at St Kilda.
They would just put a list together and think we're going to just offer everyone $2 million a year and see what happens.
And just get a bunch of guys. new
Petrarca.
contract.
They're going to get Petrarca.
Hey boys,
You reckon?
it's time for the BackChat back page. Okay, Hammer, I know you've been waiting all day for
Yes,
this.
I have
There is
been.
only one of them today on the BackChat back page.
Nice.
The
We've got a
story
soccer game
that-
soon.
Hey?
We've got a soccer game in half an hour.
Okay.
Remember they moved the game to
I
6?
know, that's why I'm trying to hurry up.
Yeah,
We've got
sorry.
one to go.
Yeah, sorry.
Look, I've been told previously to this, and I haven't found this myself. Dan has, he said, it's over the top and give it
Bit
a
of carry on.
Sure.
Bruce McAvaney's return to Sevens AFL coverage blows footy fans away.
Okay.
They're blown away. Fucking blown.
Yep.
Sucking them off. Veteran commentator Bruce McAvaney, 71 years old, is
He's taking the dentures out
set to
and
pull.
just blowing away. All gum.
Is set to hang on. Is set to pull
Okay.
on the
Oh my
headset and return
Oh
to
my
the
God.
microphone for Channel 7's
And
AFL
swallow it.
coverage. The legendary voice of Australian sport will return to the footy airwaves for the first time since the 2020 Grand Final as he takes on hosting duties for the final 3 matches of 2024 season. The AFL Grand Final is the greatest Saturday in Australian sport, McAvaney said. And when I was asked a couple of weeks ago to be involved in a hosting role, there was a lot to consider. But the overwhelming sentiment was, how fucking exciting would it be to be involved? Look, what we're facing now, 4 teams from 4 states, blah, 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 Bruce. I can't wait to see it at the SCG on Friday when it all starts. News of McAvaney's return sent the AFL world into a spin, with fans far and wide delighting in the announcement. SEN's David Lithgow wrote on Twitter, the best news. One fan wrote, thank God the greatest of all time is back to pick up the stand of horrific commentary and special comment. A second added, yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, yes.
Isn't it funny?
End of the article.
Isn't it funny that the AFL are now putting in the new broadcast deal like diversity and inclusion and all that?
Let's-
And we've got a 70-year-old white man coming back to just take over the helm for the last couple of days.
So that was the BackChat back page.
Also,
Emma.
Oh.
very important to recognise that he's not commentating. All these people are like, great.
He's just
a
hosting.
good commentator's back.
Yeah.
He's
He's
not
just
even
hosting.
doing that.
Yes.
Not even doing the good bit.
So just so we know, hosting and commentary are different things. Hosting is like, Kath Loughnan hosts on
Yes.
Fox Footy. Sarah Jones is a host on Fox Footy. Neither of them do commentary.
Yeah, he's
right?
just hosting.
They host, so they're hosting the pre-game show, and they're both really good at it. But like, there's others that are good, not so good. That's what hosting is. Commentating is what Brian Taylor does, and
Yeah.
your uncle James
does, yep.
Brayshaw does, and Adam Papalia does that. Like, that's commentating.
Yeah.
But I don't think people know.
Now, Bruce isn't coming back to
because
commentate.
I don't
Like,
think the
BT's
second
out.
adding, yes, 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 oh my God, yes. For him he's
For a
just
hosting role.
literally going like, hey, welcome to Channel 7's footy coverage. I'd like to welcome in James Brayshaw, Brian Taylor, and the rest. Like, oh, fucking he's back. Yes. Can't wait for Bruce. Okay. Well done, Dan.
That's
good
pretty
find. Just a couple of reminders. Brownlow live show.
Massive.
Is the BackChat Buckley Jack Buckley
medal count.
The BackChat Backman of the Year. Make sure you get your tickets. You can get them in our Instagram link. If you're coming from interstate, send us your flight details. We'll get your ticket out there. No worries.
Yep.
Any final YouTube comments to finish us off on, Dan?
I'm typing something.
While you type, I would like to thank our sponsors: Paywise, TABtouch, Shelter Brewing Co, Whippersnapper Whisky, ID Athletic, Mamba Digital, West End Plumbing, Camera Electronic, the Jack Buckley Medal Show live September 23. Is that what you typed? Is that what you were typing?
Oh, I just changed it from Brownlow Medal because
Yeah.
it's not the Brownlow Medal. It's
It's
the
not
Jack
the
Buckley
Brownlow
Medal.
And the Brownlow medal just happens to be on in the background.
Yeah.
Make sure you catch Dermot Brereton on Wednesday's
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, huge.
Our guest show. We chatting to us all things footy. Make sure you watch that.
Didn't get to chat to him about Ken Hinkley and how outraged he is about it. Just the absolute worst thing in history that's ever happened to the AFL. But
I don't know if there's anything else left to do.
nah, we got a soccer game.
Ken
to get to.
survives another week.
We're playing soccer at 6 o'clock. Wish us luck, Hammer.
Do you want to
All the
come
best.
play?
You've got
No.
hey, good luck tomorrow. With your
Thanks.
first test.
Yeah.
Thanks. You'll know. Everyone will know Friday whether I'm in or not.
Ooh.
Friday
Will
afternoon.
you be wearing a
Actually, we got training Friday afternoon at Optus. Friday night.
Oh, so you won't
Captain's
be
run
here.
at
Hammers,
Optus.
Hammers run.
I'll be here and then going.
Hammers run at Optus.
Hammers run at Optus. I'll duck in for 10 or 15 and
Great.
then I'll shoot out.
Good luck.
Perfect.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.